Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Zeke here today, coming back to you with another episode of Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we did some Confidant stuff and gained a couple requests, so we're going to take care of those today. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and share the video if you enjoyed. Helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it. Also, join the Discord, links in the description. So instead of doing practicing for my Spanish vocal quiz and learning everyone's Spanish names, I'm gonna be playing Persona because, I can, and I think I'll be okay. Don't worry, I have all A's, don't worry about me. Anyways, we're gonna be taking care of these 3 areas, I believe, and we'll move on from there. Everyone's day is going well. I'm doing well myself. How many stamps do we have in this area? 18 out of 25, so yeah, we're gonna have to start this area first. Yay! So yeah, it's literally gonna be us grinding stamps for the next like 2 hours.
Focus.
I would do it at the end of December, but I just want to take care of it now because there are some things that you can do with the stamps. You can glitch out. You'll figure it out. Like, I'll explain it later on. There's a glitch, right? I'll explain it later on. When it becomes relevant. But it is not relevant right now. It's gonna be relevant in 14 days.
There's a shadow reading around here.
Not that much longer. Until the vanilla Persona 5 ending. Like, kid you not, we're like 5 episodes away from vanilla ending. So yeah, we're just gonna work our way up because there's safe rooms up here, I guess, and I'd rather the enemies not get any harder than they are. Okay, there's Rosa. So right now we're gonna be putting all of our stamps towards EXP before items. Yes, our items are very good because I increased it to max. First thing we did. That was kind of a mistake, but I really don't care. I didn't realize this glitch existed until not too long ago. But that's okay. So yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I think I'm gonna bring back the Animal Crossing podcast. Like, I know I'm gonna do 1 episode of it, but I'm definitely not considering bringing it back completely. Like, I only did 1 episode of it, and then I just said, screw it. So, I have a couple people in mind. I'm gonna record, Saturday. Of course, this video would have been uploaded like 3 weeks after that. It might already be out if we do actually get to record, but probably gonna do it Saturday. Is there any stamps on this floor? No. Also, there's a you see me saving frequently. There's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now, and power might go out. Now, well, it won't screw up the recording because I'm on a laptop. It will screw up the PlayStation and lose the save. So I'd rather avoid that.
Treasure chest spotted.
Bro, where are these stamps? But hey, if it happens, you know why. Should probably study though. Yeah, whatever. Today is Tuesday. That's tomorrow. I have a geometry test on Thursday. Because Labor Day was yesterday. What else do I have? I don't know. I have my homework done though. I just got home too.
Focus.
So yeah, that'll be fun. getting the moolah right now. Just gonna take the Jose. I'm not gonna worry about him until we're like completely done. And while I don't have to get all the stamps now, I'd rather do it right now rather than later too. At least for the areas that we can't access. It's also nicer to have everything marked down first too. Oh, I didn't mean to go to a higher or a lower area. My bad. Oh, I guess we're going down now. I hate the spawn rate for these stamps, man. They get the chances of it happening are so high at this point. It's dumb. I can always think, is that guy blue? Oh, I thought I saw a blue guy. I'm like, wait a second. I'm pretty over leveled right now, so literally, I'm over leveled as heck. Where are we at? No, oh my god, that 70s. We don't need to be at this point right now. We need to be at like 65 for Shido. At the maximum. I went over to 70. The only reason I did that was for like the stronger Personas 2. Again, the original plan was for me to fight them by myself, but Atlas screwed me over and put my party in anyways, so I couldn't fight them by myself. So at that point, it was just an easy 10-minute boss battle, and I was really upset. I still am.
Focus.
I can fight Maruki by myself. You heard that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean for anybody to hear that. I'm sorry.
On the wind. Are those
Oh no, I feel so bad now. I just realized that we haven't even gotten to that point yet. If I just spoiled anything, I'm sorry.
better keep up.
I can see it.
Diamond sick.
Huh? Oh, a treasure chest. Let's open it.
I assume most people play it or already know the game either way and they just watch for the heck of it, but I mean this series has gotten 0 viewers either way, but I'm sorry if you didn't know and you heard me. I kinda mumbled it though, so I think we're okay. You know, you don't know the pain I go through talking to myself for 2 hours at a time. This is literally every Mementos episode and I hate it. This is why big content creators, like, I don't like cutting things, I don't like editing. It takes forever to, like, for something to, what's the word? Be done, I guess? Be done, rendering, yeah, that's the word. It takes forever for everything to be, for the video to be done rendering, and on top of that, I just really don't like editing. I like it, but I don't like doing it for games, you know? I just think it's pointless. So instead of editing, I just do this for 2 hours. I mean, I assume some people like it, but majority probably don't find this entertaining. Like, if it were live, that's a different story. People like it when, like, I would know, because I'm one of those people. I don't like watching things like this recorded. Like, after a while, it gets boring. But if it's live, you know, you get to communicate with people in a different story. I mean, I guess you just get to hear about my life stories. I mean, I can start doing that.
Hey,
Oh,
guys.
jeez, you don't want to know.
Skull is
I'd
very
take that back.
candy.
You will
Look, a
feel
treasure
so bad
chest.
for me. Like,
Why don't we crack it open?
it's no problem what, like, middle and high school years have been like, but I don't really mind sharing them. It's just, I don't want people to feel bad, because I'm fine. It's just, it's okay, but I just don't want people to feel bad. I would talk about it, but I don't know. I know a lot of people like hearing life stories. It's fun.
Somewhere.
Listening to stories is fun while we're doing this, but honestly, I really don't want any good ones right now. There's a stamp. I honestly really don't have any good ones.
It's somewhere.
That, and I mean, nobody at my school likes the gamer boys, even though I personally think I look good, but hey, I mean, this current generation isn't really doing the best either, so it might not
We reached the
be,
platform.
it
Good
might
job.
be me, it might
So
not be
this is
me,
what it
I
looks
don't
like
know,
on the
but
subway
like,
tracks.
I seriously haven't held a
some
girlfriend
railway
for more
workers
than
getting
like 2 weeks. Yeah, I know, bash me all you want, but
It's somewhere.
it's just the truth. Hopefully gonna get someone for homecoming, but he's currently sick. And I can't talk to her because I don't know her phone number and she's sick, so hey. Another
Sometimes I
one
get the strange
bites the
urge to
dust. I'm sure I'll talk to her sooner or later. Homecoming isn't for another couple weeks, so I'm sure we'll be okay. I just like to reserve them in advance, you know, just in case. I know some people aren't like that. They wait until last minute, but then like, have you seen what's been in the movies? You know, Harry Potter, for example, the whole Chew and Harry thing. If you haven't seen that, you should watch Harry Potter. Harry Potter's fun. You just gotta make sure you got them before it's too late, you know? But at the same time, you don't want to, like, do anything wrong and botch it or screw it up, so... It's a very complicated thing. But at the same time, if you do it right, high reward. I mean, sort of high risk, high reward kind of thing, I guess. Like, it isn't really a high risk. It just, love is a very weird thing. Okay, I saw a shadow
Talk
there.
about luck.
As soon as I saw that shadow, I'm like, nope, that's not important.
I have something. Made it.
But yeah, I
Wanna head
mean,
down now?
there's one story, I
I'm gonna make this
guess.
interior more functional. Simplicity is sleek. Maybe you're still too young to get that.
I mean, I really don't have any other stories. All my stories are pretty much lame. Because I really don't have that many good stories. One time, what was it, 6th grade, I think. It feels like so long ago, yet I still look like a 12-year-old, and I don't know why. As soon as you get rid of your acne, it seems like everyone's calling you a 12-year-old. That's just how it feels. If you don't know, I'm in high school, but as soon as you get rid of your acne,
I'm feeling
people are gonna start telling you look like you're 12. Now, it ain't a bad thing. That's why I'm like, I kind of look cute, because my hair, you know, it's the hair and the whole shebang. Like, even girls that, you know, they would, what is it?
Sweet, we found the train platform.
I don't know if they're even being nice or not when they're the same age, but like, they would say I'm cute even before like the before even anything happens, you know, like even when we're still friends, they'd say that. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, I'm not that educated with the females, only the males, but you know, I know how I work. I don't know how they work, but I know how I work. But
I have something.
I kind of think that way because even though I look like I'm 12, like I don't know. I think I look pretty fine.
Focus.
But those are usually the last words that somebody says before
that one.
they get told they're ugly and shamed.
I should start a hobby.
Like, I will say this though, like, our generation is screwed up. It's bad.
Perhaps a marathon.
I'm
Marathon?
honestly kind
I
of
can't believe
scared
that's a
of
hobby for some people.
the future and what the future holds. Like, I hope it all smooths out, but like, this generation is just like pretty bad. The thing is, you can't ever do anything anymore. You can't have fun. Fun doesn't exist. That's my one problem. It just seems like fun doesn't exist anymore. It's all drama. Like,
I can feel it.
that's what annoys me too. It's like, sure, I have a group of friends that doesn't really worry about the drama, and we're cool. We just trying to go with the flow, right? Screw around. But that's like one of the only groups at my school that's like that. The rest of them are all about drama. Like, sure, I'll talk to people I sit next to at school, sure, but like,
Is this seat cowhide?
it's just like drama all the time, and it's kind of annoying. Like, again, we'll screw around and have fun, but there's people that I'm around too that's just like, they suck. I wouldn't even call them people. Like, I don't really like them. They're not good people, but there's nothing you can really do
Shadows
about it,
hanging
you know?
around here are real creepy.
Just gotta go with it.
Joker, there's a chest.
So, yeah, I mean, that's all you can really do. I was gonna say one thing, but I forget. Anyways, I think I was gonna tell you about 6th grade. Oh, jeez. So, I don't know if I was gonna talk about it or not. 6th grade. The only time I've ever held a girlfriend for longer than 2 weeks was in 6th grade. I had her for like 6 months.
I can see it.
Okay, there's
That
the
was
platform.
6th grade,
We can
back
move
when
on.
like nothing made sense. We were all just kids figuring crap out. I was like 13 in 6th
There's
grade.
just something sophisticated about coffee, and it goes
The thing
well with
is, too, though, like,
sweets, too. I wonder what
I'm
goes
one of the
well with coffee
oldest in
flavors.
my grade, right? So back in 6th grade, we were all kids doing stupid crap. I was a little bit older than everybody else. I didn't get held back. My birthday is what screwed me over. What was it? They didn't accept enrollment for people.
Sure we can drive here?
It was one day. December 1st was the cutoff date, I believe. So they didn't accept enrollment for people that were born after December 1st, and I was born December 2nd. So I should be a grade above right now, right? But I'm not. Again, nothing you can really do about it, but I'm a little bit older than people in my current grade, right? Like, I'd say give or take 6 months or more. Again, there are some people that are as old as me,
I can feel it.
but not many. So she was a year younger than me, I believe. That has nothing to do with the story, but I'm just saying it. She was a year younger than me. I'm trying to remember everything. It's hurting my head. Trying to remember everything. But so yeah, that was the longest relationship I had, and that was in 6th grade back then. Nothing mattered. Nothing still matters though. Like, everyone is still crazy. I'm just thinking about it. I just thought that was gonna be like a phase during the middle school year. No.
Okay.
Still, everyone's still crazy.
Let's do it.
And back when I was in middle school, I must have been one of them if I was crazy enough to think that everyone was just going through some phase. No, they still are. I don't think it's so much of a phase anymore, but people are people. People do people things. But those are fun times though. 7th grade was the worst. Everyone hates 7th grade. It's just the worst. I know everybody out there can agree with me. 7th grade sucked. It was awful. Worst years of anybody's life or life in school. I'm not gonna get into detail, but pretty sure if you're here, you already know why it sucks. But anyways,
Oh, the platform. We can probably head down from here.
what was it? So we started dating, even though it was nothing. We maybe hugged. That was it. Held hands sometimes. Typical middle school relationship right there. But what was it? March, I think? Yeah. I think it was March
Shadow spotted.
that we started dating. I'm using quotes with my fingers. Even though it means nothing. Because dating back then is not dating. Soon, quickly learn that.
Summer butt.
And then as soon as people learn that, they're like, oh, let's get cool. There's people that are stupid, man. I'm not one of those people. I'm a nerd who plays video games on YouTube in high school when I'm in, like, you know my life. It's obvious, right? But there are some very stupid people that I'm classmates with. Oh, jeez. I'm not gonna go into detail about that either. And I think that's good.
It's somewhere. If anyone
Stop.
comes at me, I'm gonna knock him out.
Because
Nothing gets
those
you down,
people
does it?
are not
Don't lose
good
that
people. They're
enthusiasm.
very not good people. Let's go with that. They do things that they shouldn't and they're not supposed to. Oh yeah, like all the girls in the bathrooms, they've been doing stuff in those bathrooms for years. 7th grade maybe? Yeah. It's always the boys that get in trouble, right? But about what was it? It's vaping. Like everybody, why? It's always the boys that end up getting in trouble. And then it's just like, you don't see these clusters. It's even talked about all the time, and yet they still have done nothing about it. I don't know. It's always been an issue, I guess. We can't take anything. Cool. We can't either. Like, we don't do that. We just deal with it. We hang out with people. I don't know. It's just.
Everyone, don't
I know. I already know people that watch these are typically male either way. Like, I have that. Google gives me that information, so. No offense to anybody out there either. Like, there are some really good people like that. I always go for like good people. Always have, always will. Then, always have, always will. If you do that, then cool. I just don't do things that I'm not supposed to do, and I'm a good kid. Get good grades, do good things, have some fun. That's all. That's what I'm all about. But like, some people, they do things they're not supposed to do, and it's just that it's out of your control, right? You can't do anything about it. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm getting off topic again. Back to the 6th grade story. So, dated her from what, March to September.
I can feel it.
So like we started, yeah. So it was like in between grades. Oh, one of these. This is a great grinding area in Mementos. It's rare to happen, but it does happen. You can see all these clowns. It's just a circle, so you just go around in circles for 5 minutes until the Reaper shows up. It's a great grinding spot. We're good to grind, but like if that ever happens to you, it happens in this area sometimes. And it's a really good grinding area. Anyways, back to the story again. Jeez. I mean, I guess it was just. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like her friends. Her friends, they still hate me. They'll communicate with me, but they still don't like me. Nothing I can do about that either, right? But it's just like, her friends demise me. They don't like me for whatever reason.
I can see it.
And I will say in middle school too, I definitely wasn't the greatest person. I made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? I made mistakes in middle school. Everyone does. But yeah, just if it is, what, she just started school that year, just like, nope, done with you. See ya! I'm like, okay. Yeah, that didn't go well. Probably cried myself to sleep for like a week or something. I don't know.
We reached the platform.
Again, fine now. Don't worry about me. That happened years ago. But just things that happen. I'm gonna try and get stamps first before we go any further so I can keep talking. But yeah, I mean, crap happens, so.
Let's do it.
I don't know what I probably just annoyed her or something. Like, I'm good at annoying people, right? Yeah, I know I'm not annoying, whatever, but sometimes I'm good at annoying people. Sometimes they do not like it. And I'm gonna be fair too, like, I live out in the country, she lived in the city, so I could never went and like seen her over the summer either. And my mom's like, well, if you want to go and see her, then I'm coming with you. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. Sticking to the Google Duo voice calls. Now I obviously get the freedom to go out on my own, but didn't have that. back when I was in 6th grade. Especially for having to ride a bike, and my car, it's 15 minutes to the city, so riding a bike by myself into the city to see someone probably wouldn't have. It shouldn't fly with any parents, and if it does, then dang, you were pretty lucky. But either way, we just talked a lot during the summer, I guess.
Hey, that's a
And then
treasure
after
chest.
that, she just
It's
kind of
fun
left,
time.
and I'm like, oh. I've been told I'm a little clingy too, but I'm like, okay.
I can see it.
If they don't like you, there's no reason to change yourself because they aren't gonna like you anymore after that either way. It's still, you know. It's kind of like, you'll find someone eventually, right? You just gotta keep on looking. And sooner or later, you'll get the lucky.
I can feel it.
Goes for anyone in that group. Hearing that from a high schooler, so look at you. But yeah, I mean, it's just, it is what it is.
I know it's useless to dwell on it, but sometimes I get so
But
suspicious of
it's
these
just
PD
like-
reports. You have good perspective, Queen.
I still kind of
Phantom Thief can only
wonder,
trust
like, I
their own
never really
senses.
talked to, or questioned it, like, we're acquaintances right now. It's fine, I'm fine with it because that was something stupid that happened in middle school, so I really don't care, but it's just like, and I never really asked. I assume it was her friend, like, I'll go back to her friends. Her friends influenced her a lot.
I can see it.
It's
I was
dangerous to walk
I
around so in the dark.
always was like worried, and I always told her like, make sure your friends aren't influencing you, and make sure it's like your decision. Because when we started dating, by the time we ended dating, like all the time, I'm like, make sure you're making the decision, not your friends, because I'm always. I try to like help people out too and make sure they're like making good decisions, I guess. I don't do that as often as I used to, but it's just like people that are younger than me,
I bought new
at
piano
least by 6 months, I'm always like, make sure you make good decisions. Oops, guess we're gonna get into battle with this clown. But it's just like, I really don't know. It was her friends that had the first influence to get us to start dating in 6th grade, right? But it was the same friends who told me that she didn't want to date me anymore, so it's just like, okay.
Okay.
Sometimes people rely on their friends a lot and they have big influence, but I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do that, at least make sure when you date someone and when you, like, come up to them and you want to, like, break up with them or date them, make sure you're the one that's telling that person that, you know? It's just like, that goes for anybody. Just make sure that they know that you're the one telling them, because it kind of makes you suspicious, and it makes you wonder, and it makes you hurt when it's not the person that you're actually like dating. I honestly wish I spent more time with her too when we were dating. But it's all in the past, and you can't really change the past. You can only change the future and look forward. Gotta look up, not down. Whenever something bad happens, you always look forward, or you always look ahead at what the future will bring. Whether you'll live through an alien invasion or invasion or not,
It's
who
somewhere.
knows? But as long as you're looking forward to the happy moments in life, then you're good. But yeah, I guess that's it for that story.
The chest! Talk about luck! luck.
At least I ended up having a story. I don't really do that much, so I'm not the most interesting person. That too,
We
I
really
guess
do
I should
have a
add.
unique team.
I'm not the
Hard not to
most
stand.
interesting person, but it's just like, why decide to break up with me if I'm boring, you know?
I can feel it.
Do you like me or not? I try not to be boring, but sometimes I am. And even then, it's not a good relationship if they don't have anything good to talk about either, you know?
When was the
You don't have to
release
talk
of
all the
Guardian
time.
Legacy's next issue?
I agree with that, but when you do want to talk, just try and make conversation. You at least gotta have something to
I
say.
can see it.
Some new drama from school, you gotta talk about it. Even if it's something as stupid as that.
Careful.
It's something to talk about, and then that conversation will lead to another conversation, and it's just gonna keep going and going. Like, I know some people aren't good texters, but just don't want to text and call. Like,
I can
I
feel
don't know.
it.
When it comes to relationships, communication is key, and I feel like a lot of, especially like girls that I've experienced, they don't really, not good at it, not good at communicating. They don't share thoughts or feelings. Like, they'll share feelings. They won't share like thoughts or things that they'll talk about. Like, I don't know why that is, but that's just something I've noticed. They don't ever have anything good to talk about.
Focus.
Yes. And they don't ever have anything, it's always like me that tries to come up with conversations and make
School is always full
stupid
of
dad
rumors.
jokes, it feels
There's
like.
no point letting it.
At least I'm trying, you know. It's the next but it's just communication is key when it comes to these sorts of things, and with lack of communication comes a unhealthy relationship.
Feel it.
And unhealthy relationships come very bad thing. Anyways, let's find our boy. Our boy.
Mister,
Gonna give us the crystal or ring or whatever or something. Let's look at the XP bonus right now. And we gotta buy some things. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it now, I guess, for the story. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, I'll buy it. Crazy. Goodbye. There we go. Nah, I'll keep quiet. So they're still gonna be here for a while. Whoops. But it's just, you know, life. I will say though, life has kind of been a repeating cycle for the last 20, what, like,
I can
ever
feel
since
it.
like 90. What do I want to
pretty
say?
hard today, huh? I wouldn't mind.
I want to say
dinner.
2000.
I like the spinning.
Let's say 2005. Life has kind of been a repeating cycle since 2005. Nothing new happens in the world. There's really been no evolution
I'll send you the
of
results.
technology, I guess. Ooh, another grinding area. There's been no era.
Focus.
It's so dark.
Everything's just kind of been plain old. I don't know what just happened. Okay, we fell into the floor.
I have something.
I didn't know that existed, but okay. That just happens. I honestly didn't know you could do that. I was kind of curious to see what it did because I didn't know.
Oh,
But
a
anyways,
treasure chest.
it's kind of been boring, I guess. Kind of like, you know how SMT3 is? Like,
I have something.
the world is
You handle most of the shopping, right, Joker?
destroyed to create a
Hey,
new
don't
world.
forget about me.
That's interesting. Like, I wouldn't want everyone in the world to die, but like an alien invasion or something. Like, I don't want the world to get destroyed, but like something to make the world interesting, you know? Something new, an alien invasion, zombies take over, you know, that kind of thing.
Come on, can't you pick up the pace? Let's blast
Make
through
something
here.
interesting, and it leads like a new era or evolution of technology. It makes something new, something we don't already have, something useful. The computer, internet. Sure, they were pretty bad ideas, it seems like at this point, and mistreated, but at least they're, you know, evolutions of technology. New technology. We need something new, something exciting, you know, that hasn't happened for the last like 20 years. Everything's kind of just been like the same old.
Oh, a treasure chest. Let's open it.
At least the last 10 years, like, I will say at least the last 10 years have been just repeating cycle. There's been no evolution
The
whatsoever.
platform. We
Technology
can
is
descend from
zero.
here.
Zero. Completely nothing. Nothing new.
Would anyone know any
And it's just kind of boring.
a treasure chest? What?
Sure, better computers, better phones. We don't need those things though. Those things have been around. And it's kind of just like waiting for something to happen.
All right, a chest.
I like SMT3 because I frankly like the
I'll send you the
storyline.
results.
Sure, it's a hard game, but like, it's interesting. The world gets destroyed for a new world to begin, and only
This is what I
demons
saw.
are there. And then there's that one human that
See it.
got transformed into a demon to start the new world. That's interesting. Again, I don't want the world to be destroyed. I don't want the human race to get wiped out, but it's something. It's something that would be interesting. The Hunger Games, the way that story turned out, that was interesting. Oh my gosh, my Spanish teacher.
All right, let's
My
rest for a few.
Spanish teacher literally just texted us in her mind, and she's like, "Make sure you practice." I'm like, "Oh no,
Focus.
please don't remind me." Anyways, it's just like, it's something new. It's something fun. I said something like Hunger Games. I like that. What else? What else did I like? Trying to think of what it was. I completely forget what it was, but it was something I had to read for school, and I loved the book. It was, what was it?
Focus.
Whatever the book was, the storyline was, the world got destroyed, right?
A chest.
Those the
Talk
7
about
stages of something. 7 stages of destruction or whatever. So the world gets destroyed. It gets nuked. The first 3 stages were like the blowing up the world, and then the next 4 was the world basically destroying the rest of itself. And then there's the human population that somehow stuck around, and the remaining survivors went and like
I should start a hobby.
tried
Expand my
to
perspective.
reform the Earth and try to get it back to where it was in the United States.
Somewhere.
They had to figure out how they had to make new technologies. They discarded the old ones and started new. They're like, they had to make new things. They had like a flying car basically. It hovered off electromagnets on the ground, I believe. And that's like, and that was fuel efficient too. Like there was no fuel. But it's just like that book was that story was cool. And then she had to take it was like 2 people get selected from each school in each district. There was what, like 13 districts, I think, something like that. It was either 7 or 13, and they had to they had to be the top of the class and selected by the teachers, blah blah blah, and they were selected to go to college. Like you had to be selected to go to college. Only 2 people for every year. And it was like a messed up place too. Like if you fail, you die. It was messed up. And they cleared your memories and everything too, what happened. It was kind of messed up. But either way, I like that story. Because again, something that could happen, and it was like fun to read. Like, sure, human race getting wiped out kind of sucks, but
Treasure?
we need 2 more. But like, so we need 1 more basically. It's just like, that story was interesting because it's something that can happen, and it sounds like something that would be like, it'd kind of be horrible to live through, but it just
Such
be
a big
cool
group in this
to
car. It feels like a field
go
trip.
forward from that and start new and create new things, make a new beginning, you know? Because new technology came out of that, new things, like, there are old things stuck around. Paper. Paper stuck around. But, like, new technologies were made. Flying hover car that doesn't have any fuel and runs off electromagnets in the ground. Like,
Hey,
that's
there's a treasure chest.
cool.
It's fun time.
These radio phones that have strong electric signals things, I'm pretty sure those exist though. I don't know if they do or not. And they, you know, the TVs stayed,
Distorted
but
thoughts of people are
yeah, why
standing
wouldn't the
in the
TVs
air.
stay?
My room gets like that too if I don't open the window.
Satellites
for a
are
while.
already going to be like in this space, so there's no reason. Like, whatever's already made that can't be affected by like things in space, you know, that's nothing you can really
I can feel
change.
it.
You're probably just gonna remake the technology and use what's there. Because it's already there and you can just use it, right?
Maybe I can rate your fighting skills with some kind of.
But yeah, that's what I just think that something new were to come. Oh! Okay, that makes sense. That's why I couldn't find another stand. Because there's still one more area. This is the last area.
This is what.
My bad. But yeah, that's what I mean when I say like something interesting. Yes. Of course, a new technology, that'll be like a new thing. Flying cars, self-driving cars. I guess like those already exist though. See my problem?
I can feel
Oh,
it.
the black.
Everything that we need already exists. There's nothing more that humans need. Everything we already need, everything we need already exists. That's probably what they thought before video games, electronics, computers. That's probably what they thought before those things were invented, and now we need them. But like, how I feel personally right now, everything that we need is already here. We don't need self-driving cars. We don't need faster airplanes. Faster airplanes would be nice, but we don't need faster airplanes. We don't need... I guess we need electric things and stop using like all these fuels and all this crap. Like, the thing is, I'm not really a believer of the whole global warming thing. I personally think the world is on a cycle that we just haven't figured out yet. I feel like someone knows, they just aren't saying anything. What I feel like
Yes.
is the world has this cycle. It goes from hot to cold, hot to cold. Dinosaur Ice Age. Dinosaurs was really hot. Ice Age was cold. That's what we know about. Now it's starting to get hotter again, right? Then after it gets hot again, it's gonna get cold again. The only reason we're still around is because we adapt. We have the ability to adapt. It's the only reason why we're still
You're a
around.
riot.
This guy's a scam artist, whatever, I don't care. Because we can adapt. Now our technologies may not adapt with it, but we adapt. And it's just like, I just really don't
Zona. Ravage them.
get some of the things, or I'm distracted, I'm sorry. I just don't really understand why nothing new is here, but it's just like, we already have all the things we really need. There's still more things that we could want, but we already have mostly all the things that we need. And it's just like, why? Why is there still more things that could be made that aren't made? Like, I don't know. But yeah, like the global warming, the whole global warming thing, I don't really believe in. I just think that the world is on a cycle. Sure, humans and our current things probably didn't help towards global warming and probably made it a little worse, but it was gonna happen either way, you know. The moon is on a cycle that every like so many years, 30 years, the tides get like super high, and then all the coastal areas are gonna be wiped out in like the next 30 years, starting in what, like 2030?
I have something.
Like, that's a cycle. You know. What are you gonna do about that? It's a cycle. It's just like, some things I really don't understand why people say things and do
Try this
things.
skill soon.
It's not backed up by anything, and it's really not really that true. So, oh dang, Yusuke has got his persona all leveled up. He's fully maxed out. But yeah, some things I just really don't get. Either way, the reason why I say we need electric things is because we're gonna run out of those resources anyways.
Inspiration is within
It's a
reach.
natural,
How do we
gasoline
increase
is a natural resource made by Earth. And at the rate that it replenishes, we're gonna run out eventually. That's the only reason why I say we need to switch over to like non-fuel things. Like, those things are gonna run out eventually. The Earth can't replenish those things in our lifetime. So that's why I'm kind of just like, we should probably switch over, but it's just kind of like, you don't necessarily need to. These things aren't really going to affect this whole global warming, but what do I know? I guess. I just feel as if we need to
I
move
have something.
to like new electric
I'm always slightly
technology that doesn't run on any like natural resources created by the earth, because we're eventually gonna run out. The only things that I could see interesting happening that isn't an alien invasion or the world ending,
Watch out, Joker.
I'm just waiting for Doomsday to happen, by the way. I'm just waiting for the planet to get blown up by some guy. Nukes weren't a good idea. I will say that. Nukes definitely weren't a good idea. Just because you don't like a country doesn't mean that you need to blow them up. Actually, I take that back. There are some countries' governments that I don't like, but that doesn't mean you need to blow them up. I mean, you could, but you don't need to.
Oh,
Either way, the only technologies I really see at the moment being of any use would be like space exploration. We kind of need to know space and oceans. It's what we don't know anything about. I personally think that NASA knows something about the oceans, but they switched to space for a reason. Like, you know that they first started out with oceans before they switched to space, right? I feel like there's a reason for that, because oceans are still not very documented, so they probably found something like, oh, we're gonna switch to space real quick. And now they do space. Like, I think space is more interesting than our oceans, but they obviously probably found something. Like, they try and hide a lot of things.
did you know there's a turtle at the
But-
training building? It's quite a cute one.
Oh, there's a turtle.
I
at your
just
school.
don't really get, I guess, why they haven't come up with any sort of like new technology for space yet, because you'd think by now someone would have figured out how to use some sort of renewable energy in space, right?
Joker, it's a treasure chest.
But-
I do not.
They haven't. I'm pretty sure we're all just waiting for that one dude to like come along and figure out a way to use renewable energy in space so we can actually travel. Hopefully find something on Mars. Maybe we can, like, NASA even said like they're pretty sure they can make Mars habitable if they need to. They're just not going to. And yeah, I agree with NASA. Like, NASA can do a lot of things. They just don't talk about it, and they really don't say anything about it. NASA can make rain. They can change the weather. They can make Mars habitable. They just don't want to. And I would rather them not like screw up something in our solar system and screw up some gravitational pull crap or something that ends up destroying
Use the
all of
school
us,
store.
but
All their stuff.
they can do that. I mean, I think anybody can destroy our planet, but I feel like at some point, some dude's just gonna come along and they're gonna know how to make renewable energy from
This power.
space, and then we're gonna be able to go anywhere and everywhere. It's only a matter of time before that happens.
Treasure chest spotted. Let's open it.
I wouldn't be surprised by if, like, 2040 we figure something out. We're gonna go to Mars on like our energy. Watch, we're gonna go to Mars in our energy, right?
I can feel it.
It's gonna be
Guys,
successful.
remember to stay
It's not gonna be
hydrated,
like the
okay?
movies, no.
I want to use my eye.
It's gonna be successful, And then after that happens, some dude's gonna come along and they're gonna be like, hey, I think this is how we can do it. Let's test it and it's gonna work. And oh, cool, we can go to different planets now. Just send some people in there. I guess also it depends. How fast can they make it go? Nobody wants to go in space for like 3 years to get to Mars, you know?
Shadow Joker.
If it takes like a reasonable amount of time to get somewhere in space, then sure. I'm scared of someone
It really is
like
strange
screwing
heading
up
such a vast space
our whole
underground.
solar system
This metaverse is
and then
full of
screwing us
mysteries.
over. That's the only thing I can
A
think of
treasure chest.
is NASA or somebody else poking holes somewhere where they shouldn't be poking holes and they screw up our solar system. And then all the planets get destroyed and we cease to exist. Other than the people in space, and then they find a way to live. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly find it interesting how far technology has come, but the only thing I really can see becoming anything of use would be Mars. And then after that, exploring different galaxies, finding aliens, making peace treaties with other planets, you know, that kind of thing. Hopefully not getting destroyed. Sometime, someone's gonna come along, it's gonna be like a Xenoblade X, it's gonna happen. I'm not one for crazy theories, but it's gonna happen. At some point, aliens are gonna come along and they're gonna be like, hey, I think the human race needs to be destroyed because they're a joke to the world. And they're gonna come along, they're gonna destroy us. It's only a matter of time before that happens. But I feel like it's gonna happen.
Then
And then some other aliens come along, try to save humans, blah blah blah. So you can't just like go, well, I guess you can just go blow someone up, but it's just like, you gotta be prepared to blow someone up. Sure, you can flip a switch and blow someone up, but it's gotta be prepared because you don't know if they're gonna attack that. But I'm just waiting for something like that to happen, to be honest. Jeez.
Feel it.
Talking for like I've been talking for an hour now. Trying to get all these stamps.
oh, do you know the magic ramen chant? Veggie garlic extra extra.
Don't know what that was. Don't know what Haru was just saying, but oh yeah, Mecha.
A new move.
Cyan. Okay, well, she's just gonna be like this overpowered beast. And this, it can stack. 50%? 75%. Well, if we've got power, we don't need non-special elements, do we? I don't want to get rid of it. Severe gun damage to one foe with high chance of critical, or light gun damage to all foes 3 times. This is stronger than this, but they're both strong. We have gun amp and gun boost. We have evade nuke. There. She has heat riser too. Oh my god. This is like the one time where I can't stand they have like only 8 slots. Because there's like, they have so many moves available to them, but I can't use them. There's so many things I could do to make her overpowered, but I can't do it. Okay, this dude, okay.
Ah,
All women should be conquered. Okay, well this dude's this dude needs to die. He ain't a cool dude. Womanizing, so just brainwashes all the females. Alright. Gonna freeze you.
This oughta
That
help.
didn't work.
that's a big
Thank
help.
you, Ryuji.
Persona!
Yeah, I'm just gonna blow him out. Get him out of here. Uh-oh, I hope she doesn't use a magic skill on one of us. Yeah, it goes for females. I figured.
Persona!
I kinda figured.
Persona! Satan Tyson!
Crit.
Let's tear them
Dead.
apart.
Dead, son. And I'm gonna get him. Bye bye. Duh, he resists.
It's time.
How many times are you gonna get brainwashed? Okay, so his crit's easy on him. Or, I guess that was a high crit move either way. Anyways, he's taken care of. Our extra bonus EXP. And you go on to jail! Congratulations.
Hey,
I have
A little bit left. How many areas do we even have access to left? I don't know. I don't know the next safe one is either. We can go down. Yeah, we can. If we're lucky, the next rest area should be one more down. My guess is 15 floors here. I don't know what the fuck on that.
there's a chest. Joker, let's
I
open it.
guess, have you noticed that the music has changed?
focus.
I have bumped up like the audio for the game. I kind of noticed it was a little quiet, so I guess I decided to bump it up just a little bit. But
Panther, you're bouncing
Like,
somewhat.
I'm pretty sure you can still hear me. I guess we'll find out either way.
Somewhere.
I just kind of like listening to music while people are playing games. Well, so I just bumped the audio up a bit. Especially like this, especially Persona. Like, Alice has some
We can descend from here.
really good music that gets made. I mean, I'm also working on recording all the Persona dancing games. It's a struggle. I have Persona 3 done. I'm working on Persona 5 right now.
Okay.
And after that, it's Persona 4 is easy
Let's
to
do it.
record. I just have to hope that Atlas doesn't screw me over. Just gotta hope and pray, you know? Anyway, we're gonna have to hit up Joe's day again here soon. Next time he comes. Alright, I was about to go back up and look at the map because I completely forgot to look at it.
It's somewhere.
And you can only do that in rust areas. I don't know when the storm's gonna hit, to be honest. It hasn't hit yet. I don't know when it is gonna hit.
Oh,
I assume soon. Or
doing good.
soon.
Cool. Oh.
Okay. Spare bottle, forgive all, I'll take like 3. Or honestly, give me like 5. And then take 3 of these, take 1 of these. And I'll just go down the list. Oh, I don't have enough. I didn't get any of these, so I'm dumb. My bad. I can buy 1 more forgive all. Okay, let's keep going. What are we at? 110 right now? 110.55.
How many shadows are there? They've been fighting them forever.
I lost count at around 100.
Yeah, same.
Focus.
I mean, we haven't really been fighting, it's more smashing into them with the Mona, but you know. I'm sure Mona enjoys that. Blazing Hell. And that is her last one. These guys get out of my way.
Somewhere.
I'm gonna call you. I honestly originally was going into this today thinking that I was going to record Confidant stuff and maybe get to the end, but
Somewhere.
I then forgot that I was supposed to record a Mementos episode, and here we are,
Whoa, that is sweet.
an hour, and 12 minutes, and 30 seconds after. We're still here. Oh, I got blue. Oh no, we're getting to the blue guys. The wannabe guys that want to get killed because I literally have all this. I literally have. How many strong moves?
Shadow.
I currently have Yusuke and An maxed out with moves. It's only a matter of time before others come. What is Yusuke's strongest ice move? I'm curious. Hold up. Only Pupadine? Ah, that's a disappointment. He doesn't have... Ah. That sucks. I guess that makes sense for the powerhouses, though. That kind of sucks,
Crap, we've been spotted. Let's do this.
Oh no! Oh, that didn't. Ah, loser.
There's a chest. Joker, let's open it.
I'm gonna be the one losing next.
Well,
Dang! These dudes. They suck. Alright, so we're almost at the goal. Okay, these guys are blue. Okay, they were green and now they're blue. And we just got ambushed. What are these guys? Ah, here comes the storm. I kind of figured it was gonna come sooner or later. 58-3. Kind of figured they're gonna come sooner or later. Oh, she's angry out there. Why did you stay alive? Show me the money. Oh yeah. You better. God. No one came? Yeah, I figured someone's gonna come. Alright, a Buku dime. And I have heavy one.
There.
I don't know what to read to.
An enemy. Let's do this. Let's shatter it in one strike.
Oh, nice.
Got them all. We're done here.
Very
Let's go.
nice.
Just like I thought.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty. Just witnessed some dinner, so
I can feel it.
I'm back. Alright.
I see them.
Straight away. Jeez. Dang.
What a jerk.
Dang.
See it.
This is entertaining. Dang. Oh, look at mana. Perfect. It's mana.
Witness my soul.
Perfection. Dang.
There.
Dang.
I feel so
That
powerful.
6-year-old getting schooled right now.
Persona.
That 6-year-old getting schooled. Stop talking to me, he says. Alright, so this clown's gonna charge
Super move.
PP.
Ultra charge.
Why did they let this in a game? I don't know how it flies or it does.
Persona.
He's got the ball, the veins, the pit, got everything.
You're mine.
Wait, did I have a flow off? Hold on, I think I had a flow. Whoops. I think I had a flow off or something. Oh wait, no, he's charged. My bad. Ooh.
One Panther's help.
Ooh.
Panther Persona. Watch out.
There.
How much to hers? They got a crit though.
Ooh, Joker. You're looking cool.
That's a weird camera angle.
All out attack. I'm in trouble. This one.
Put it to sleep. Okay, box that.
Persona.
How was On still alive?
Persona. Go down.
Dang, we critting all day today.
Ooh, Joker. You're looking cool.
You're looking cool.
Beat him up. Let's go.
Okay, well, I'm
Fired up.
done with this.
This is how I really feel. Oh, thanks. You have such good taste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a load of this. Perfect.
She blowing up the PP. Jeez.
I leveled up.
We leveled up.
Fix me like a glove.
Salvation. Fully restores HP and cures non-special ailments for all allies. Okay, Mona is at
To a new
full.
power.
Atomic Flare. Osakidon and Makoto is at full.
I'm ashamed.
Hold up. What did this clown say before? What are you doing to the girls? Think about it yourself. Go to jail. Alright, let's get the rest of the stamps. Because I don't believe we can go any further. Unless we can. Okay. So let's get the rest of the stamps. There's one more area below this one.
There are an awful.
And then there's one area above this one.
Hell yeah! A new move!
Colossal to 1 Bow and Ryuji's maxed out. Let me see how party members are doing. So Ryuji's maxed out, Anna's maxed out, Mona is maxed out, Ryuji just maxed out, Haru's the only one that isn't maxed out, right? I assume Heat Riser is her last one. Wait, no, she has a Colossal Psychic. So I assume she has one more after that and then she's done, but I don't know. Heat Riser might be her last one. Who knows? All I know is I want to get the stamp.
Hey, that's a treasure chest. It's fun time.
Alright, a chest!
They're really
Joker,
trying
it's
to
a
pump out the
treasure
chest right now, aren't they? I said chest.
I can see it.
That doesn't make any difference because either way. Okay, never mind.
Trains. Rectangle. Yoga.
Either way, it
I
still
want yoga.
Oh, mister.
doesn't sound right. Shut up. Shut up! Yeah. Might as well finish what is already almost done either way.
We've been discovered. Find them
We've
with
been
the
discovered. And we're undiscovered
I see
again.
it.
Easy. Wanna go faster?
There's a chest. Joker, let's open it.
Mona, drive faster. You're slow. The thunder. So we still need 10 more stamps. That's gonna be fun.
Focus.
Just pray for a stamp every floor and hope for the best. Oh my god, that just scared me.
Look, a treasure chest. Why don't we crack it open?
Why do I keep forgetting that that exists? Jeez, okay. Before earlier, like 5 minutes ago, I'm like, wow, this isn't very severe, is it?
I have something.
There's an enemy.
Now
Be careful.
she's booming.
I always enjoy counting out exact change at the register.
It's kind of a pain. I just give him a bill or a 500 yen coin.
Ryuji, you're a jerk. You always get exact change. That's sarcasm. You wanna, actually, no, I take that back. It's good to give people exact change for the people that don't give exact change. Because then they aren't gonna have coins for the people that didn't give exact change. See how that works?
Feel it.
It's kind of like a give or receive type of deal. And that, if it's small businesses you're buying from, just leave all the change in the tip jar, like, come on. I'm sure you can give some change. If you can't, I get it, but
It's somewhere.
especially if it's a small business, like, make sure you leave change for them.
Right. Level up.
These are some very give and receive more, I guess, kind of times, because the whole economy situation isn't doing very well right now, so definitely make sure you're supporting small businesses out,
I can see it.
helping them out. Franchises, I mean, sure, aren't really small businesses, but I mean, franchise is owned by someone, and they're probably local,
We
so
should write something.
just remember that. You don't have to, but it helps. Definitely, if you're getting that McDonald's, it definitely helps the younger ones out. Kid you not. Most teens in high school work in the week. I don't, but most teens in high school work in the weekends at either small businesses or McDonald's. It's one or the other. Like, it's the fact too that they hire under 14 and 15-year-olds.
Hey, that's a treasure chest.
I don't get why people are complaining about child labor either. Like,
I can feel
you think they didn't choose to work? Like, I kid you not, almost everyone chooses to work.
There's a chest.
They want to.
Joker,
It's not
let's
child
open it.
labor.
This car is more
Like, you're
comfortable.
getting that straight from the source. Like, this is what I don't like.
New skill. Now I can
What
fight
I
hard.
don't enjoy is adults saying things that make no sense and isn't true. Like, I could work. Easy. Easily I could work. I don't want to. This is my work. But it's just like I turned down money. Everyone, this summer I was doing something for the school and that everyone was doing volunteer work except me. I was the one that was supposed to get paid. I turned down the money. I just did volunteer work. I'm the type of guy that if I am going to do something, I would do it for volunteer work. And even then, it's just like, sure, I need money, but not right now. I enjoy this, not working. Okay, what do we replace this for? Okay, so our last is Heat Riser. But I kid you not, when adults say things, any type of adult says something that isn't true that pertains to children, it just makes me so mad. Especially when it comes to politics too, they're always trying to get attention, like, stop the child labor, stop making kids. No, we choose to. Like 80% of the time, it's chosen by the child to work. Because they want to work. Like, they don't get it. And that's what I hate. It's when they open their mouth for some stupid political reason and it's not even true. Pretty sure every kid hates that.
it's somewhere.
It's quite dumb if you ask me. And I really do not enjoy it. But yeah, like, if you don't know, just know
A chest.
when it comes to where I live, a lot of the time people work because they want to, not because they have to.
When you drink Dr.
That's
Salt Neo,
what it comes down to. And personally, I don't see anything wrong with McDonald's hiring 14 and 15-year-olds because no adults, they're complaining about child labor yet they aren't
I
working.
have something.
Huh. I wonder, they're just sitting collecting, which, by the way, ended a couple days ago, so they won't be doing that anymore, but they were just sitting collecting their unemployment. Like, okay. You complained about child labor, yet you aren't working. Sure.
I'll just add this.
Maybe you should go work. Make some money for your kids. Help out, you know? I'm so happy that they finally got rid of this unemployment and stimulus BS. You know, like, teen job percentages went up like 33% over the summer, right? That's like double what it normally is, almost triple. Again, most teens want to work. They want to work weekends. They just don't get the opportunity to. Like our town, like where I live, sure, you get an opportunity to work if you want to. Any place will take you. Or I shouldn't say any, but a lot of places will take you.
It's fun.
I'm not one for working. And I don't want to be working and end up like, hey, I gotta do an assignment this weekend, you know.
I have something.
And then it's like, I can't come into work, blah, 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 this and that. It's just like, a lot of people will take any hands they get right now, but when it
Shadows are
comes
so
to
annoying
me,
when we're
I'm
trying
just
to
like,
push
no,
ahead.
I don't
Well,
feel
life
like I
makes
would
us
be
stronger,
able
so
to
let's be
commit
smart about it.
to working, because when it comes to things like
I can feel it.
this job, I guess I could say, for example, I make my own hours. I do as I please. No one stops me.
There's a shadow waiting around
I'm a nerd having fun on the internet, playing some video games, interacting with people. Like, that's anybody and everybody. That's what I like to do. I don't like to work. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I do like to work. I guess I have another story for you. It's a short one, but I have a story. I like to work, but I guess I kind of don't want, yeah, like I already said, I don't really want to, or I don't feel like I'm committed, I guess. Back in elementary school, 3rd grade through 5th grade, I helped out at the library. I didn't really have many friends in elementary school. What I did
Treasure chest spotted.
was during
Must be
recess,
something good inside.
during lunch,
I spotted a
what I did was I went and helped out in the library. I know how to shelf books.
enemy ahead.
I know how to run any sort of like library system. I know how to run.
I feel like we can
Like,
make
I
it to
could-
the
I could
ends
run
of
a
this
library.
maze. Let's go.
I
wish to
I
see
helped
the
out
guys
at
for
that
myself
library
as
at the
well.
school for 3 years.
Let us move.
3 years. I could easily get a job downtown at the library. Easily. I mean, I don't think they hire teens, but I could get a job. Easily. I just don't feel like I could do it. I could have a test at one of those weekends and they need me. Hey,
I can see it.
I gotta have a test I need to study for that on Monday, I should have said, and they need me that weekend. Nope, sorry, gotta study. That's the kind of thing that I don't want to, like, worry myself with. That's why I enjoy making videos, I enjoy doing this. And I'd rather do this over working.
Somewhere.
I could, but I don't want
That
to.
wind sounds like people's voices.
Don't say
Of course, I'm gonna have to eventually at some point, but like, well, I still can. I'd rather focus on school and, you know, all this other stuff. Because I can. And there are some things that's what a lot of people don't understand too.
faster, faster.
It's one thing to work, it's another thing to work and not have good grades.
I can feel
I
it.
have good grades. Like I said before. There comes a point in time where you need to be able to do both work and school or else you're screwed. That time is in high school.
Hey,
If you're working and you don't have grades, then you're gonna be living in that small town for the rest of your life. That's just facts. There's nothing that will change that. Nothing you can do to change that. Like, I don't know if I've said this before, like, I know how to code. I'm a big computer science guy. I know how to run machines, I know how to code, I know a lot about software. That's my strength. That's what I excel in. That's what I would do in college. Get a degree in computer science. I'm not saying I'm gonna be doing YouTube forever. That's like a definite no. Who knows if YouTube will still even exist at that point. What I'm saying is what I plan to do is go with the flow, do my own thing.
Oh,
But hey, if I keep doing YouTube, I keep doing YouTube. If I don't, then I don't. That's just how it is. We have 6. I enjoy doing YouTube. I really do enjoy it. But sometimes you have to stop doing something for something else. I've done it before. Everyone has done it. But it's just kind of like,
Something.
hey,
All right,
you just
a
gotta
chest.
stop and think
Joker,
about it for a
it's
second.
treasure chest.
I will say this. Anything done on the internet is not going to interfere with anything I do. I'm going to get a degree in computer science. I'm going to be successful. And whether or not I do YouTube along the way is something I will decide.
It's somewhere.
Obviously, people enjoy me doing YouTube because,
too many channels.
I misplaced
yeah,
my
I'm not
notes,
got like
so
what,
I've been stuck
30
on the
subs
same
at the
one for
moment.
some time now.
Who knows? You might be watching this 3 years in the future, and hey, I'll have like, who knows how many? 10,000.
Woo!
As long as I make people happy, that's my goal. I don't care about how famous I am. I do this for fun. As long as I make people happy, and if I make it, as long as I make a change in the
Treasure
world,
chest spotted. Must be something good
I'm
inside.
happy with that. It's all I want. No, I'm not saying that I want to end up being the guy who created the internet. No, that guy hates the butt. As soon as the guy was creating the internet, or while he was creating the internet, he was like, "This is a bad idea." He started contemplating what he was doing. It's like, nope, this is gonna come and bite me in the behind.
I see the platform.
What did it do?
Should we keep going?
It did. The internet can be a very bad place, but it can be a very good place. The internet can both
Focus.
kill people and save lives. What I plan to intend it, or what I plan to intend to use it for, I intend to use. Why did I do that? I intend to use the internet for good. Yeah, that's already maxed out. I intend to make people happy.
I always end up having to.
And as long as I make that good change in the world, then I'm happy with what I've done on the platform. Now, one person that watches this video,
This is what
and
I
you're
saw.
still watching an hour, 39 minutes, and 20 seconds in, you have my thanks for watching and enjoying and coming along with me for this ride. This wild ride of life. Because without you,
Hear the
I wouldn't be able to enjoy what I do. Mind you, this is coming from a high schooler.
Focus.
A lot of my life is on the internet.
I saw a shadow.
And I'm sure it will continue to be on the internet for multiple years to come. But I just enjoy what I do. Now I was thinking about it too. When I say I'm successful, I'm going to be successful. When I get that computer science degree, I'm actually going to get a job and keep it.
About it. We just gotta
My careers teacher at school, he got a degree in computer science, right? From what he told us,
I have
There's the
something.
platform.
what happened was after he got his computer science degree, he went straight to NASA. He worked there for 12 days. Then they fired him. Now he's a teacher. So obviously he kind of wasted his time and money. When I'm successful, I'm doing what I want to do with my own degree, and I'm just getting a job and keeping it. I'm not gonna be like him. I'm sure he enjoys and loves his job of teaching kids, but I'm sorry. But I actually want to do something with my computer science degree. Not teach kids how to write memos and thank you letters and make a resume. Like, obviously, you gotta be, someone has to teach children that, but
The plat-
that ain't gonna be me.
I can see it.
So yeah, like if you're still here and you're watching, no matter how many years after this is put out, weeks, months, days, years,
It's somewhere.
thank you. And if I'm still making content up at this point in time, whenever you're watching, thanks for being around.
Careful.
I will remember this video. And if ever, years out, if you come along and say you watched this video all the way to the end, I'll know what type of person you are.
I can see it.
We're at the platform. Now we can move on to the next
And
area.
you will get my immediate thanks
This
for being that type of person.
Putting me asleep.
Maybe
No
it
matter
has
how
to do
old
with
you
the
are.
warmth of the seat.
No matter how many months, years, weeks have passed, if you've watched this video all the way to the end, you're a true guy.
There's a treasure chest.
You're a true person. And I thank you for that. We all screw things up sometimes, right?
I'm getting more shadow reading.
But I believe,
Focus.
and I'm not really into any religion things either. Like, I don't do religion. I don't care what you are,
Treasure
but
chest.
as long as you're a good person, I'm happy. But I believe that when someone does something wrong, it's not the end of the world. Sure,
I can feel
let's say
the treasure
someone
chest.
kills another person. I'm not gonna respect him. I'm not gonna like him. But that doesn't mean that their whole life needs to be thrown away killing someone. You can get a new start. In life, you always can.
A treasure chest.
I've done some things wrong. You've done some things wrong that you shouldn't have. Like, everyone has done something wrong.
There's a chest.
But that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I might not show it, but I do a lot of things wrong. That's why I'm also a very forgiving person, because I know how it feels to do things wrong a lot.
Focus.
Don't feel good. But as long as you're like transparent about it,
I saw a shadow.
that's kind of like fine.
There's a
I'm
shadow
fine.
moving around.
There are some things I can't forgive. Like all people, there are some things that you can't forgive. But sometimes things happen.
I can feel it.
Things that you shouldn't do. And
Talk about luck.
as long as you're open about it, and you live up to the fact that you did something wrong, then there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with what you did. If you truly didn't do something, and you're blamed for it, and you say that, I will believe you. I have a lot of trust in people. I put a lot of trust in people. I typically put trust in people that I really shouldn't put in, but
Shadow.
I'll know when you lie or not. That's kind of the thing too. Like I know when it's usually pretty obvious to me when someone's lying, and I can usually tell. I guess that's just kind of person I am. I can usually learn like people's personalities and how they are pretty easy, and it's kind of easy for me to tell when you lie. But as long as you're forgiving about something you
One
say,
day, I want.
I have no problem with you. As long as it's not really about forgiving, it's about owning up. Forgiving isn't going to change anything. Owning up to it is kind of like a different story. When you own up to something, it's different, I guess, from just begging for forgiveness. That's kind of what I believe in. I don't think begging for forgiveness changes anything. It just makes you look like you want to be, you just want to get attention, I guess, for something that you did wrong. Sometimes begging for forgiveness is all you can do, but in my personal opinion, owning up to what you did is better than begging for forgiveness, because that's not even owning up to what you did. Owning up to what you did immediately when someone asks is different from begging for forgiveness. If you did something, you can't be sorry about it. You own up to it. And you say, hey, I did this. I shouldn't have, but I did. I will try not to do it again. But hey, and I'm sorry about it. That's owning up to what you did. You're not begging. You're not being like, please forgive me for what I did. I'm so sorry. Please, no. That's not what I'd like. Just owning up to something is what makes, in my opinion, someone a good person when they do something wrong. I personally think I'm pretty intelligent for my age, and
This area.
I'm usually good at this kind of thing. Like, you might think oddly about some dude from high school saying this kind of thing, but I guess it's just who I am.
Shadows.
I can be pretty stupid, but at the same time, I'm pretty intelligent, and I can say some good things. I mean, any teen is stupid, get real, but I try my best.
I have something.
Well, it's fine. Kyle, then get on with the episode, shall we? Finish this thing up. guess this is the first time I've talked about my life in video before either.
Oh, mister.
Hey, I mean, you did it. Maxed out money. EXP is at 160, even though we probably should have maxed that out first, but that's okay. We weren't gonna do it anyway. And yeah. Alright. Ah, crap, I forgot to change our outfit. We only battled, what, 4 times either way? So it doesn't really matter, but I guess I will say this. Thanks for watching this very, open episode of Persona 5 Royal, Mementos Edition. If I'm still around ever after you watch this video, you ever want to like talk or at least mention the video title or something, like the number, just the number of the video, the part number. And mind you, this is like 3 years from now, and you watch it all the way through. Just mention it to me, and I'll know who you are. I'll know what type of person you are right away. And I know you're a true one. You're a real good person. Either way, if you ever need anything, just let me know. I'll always be there for my people. But yeah, it's gonna do it for today. It's a very open, emotional episode of Persona 5 Royal. Kind of like a Johnny Awesome Let's Play of Catherine, but more open and more boring because I don't want to make one story. But yeah, man. We'll catch you in the next episode. We're gonna get some more stuff done and hang out with some of our friends. And then after that, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.